Got ourselves squares over the team one, ready to go, but not gonna be first up. We got ourselves an Arcath, as well as Rest in Hell on their big old gladiator mounts. Maestro gonna be out here on this wyvern looking thing. It's like a fox wyvern thing. Maestro is gonna go for a bit of that Stormkeeper setup route around the corner for Leo. Is going to be the Earth Elemental with the Storm Ellie as well. Blinded out immediately for Leo. He needs to get himself that perfect setup. Trying to see if he can spell steal an ability from Maestro. He's just gonna go burn on the ground. Getting away from Leo. Leo's stuck in place. He's playing the big Pillar Frost that deals giga damage. But it stops him from being able to move anywhere. Is going to go for a silence. I don't know if he was able to spell steal any ability from Maestro. I don't think he was, but I could be wrong on that one. He's going to try to see if he can spell steal something. I think maybe Primordials what he stole. Maybe a heal. That is going to be a Bulwark Totem around the corner with some Earthquakes. Is going to be getting the freebie Ellie Blast with the Pillar. They're not doing that much damage, unfortunately. So for Leo, it's actually really good for Maestro. He's not getting too much cheese around the Pillar that way around. With Leo, he's in a good spot right now. He's got Lichborn, get a knockback, but he's got a Rider spawning in. So he's actually kind of okay. Cooldowns are coming back up very, very, very soon. So Maestro is actually kind of in an okay spot. For Leo, try to see, was he able to spell steal the lasso? I don't think he was. I don't think he was able to. Try to see if he can give some cooldown to Leo. I don't think he was able to give him any spell whatsoever. Does go for a short blind for a second. Leo got himself a bit of damage, get himself the procs. Maestro with a bit of burst too, but a silence I think might have taken him out. He is just stuck in the remorseless storm of winter, trying to grip him back in. Maestro knocking him back, and he's barely alive. He's got a couple of spirits coming back up to help him. The spirits will copy whatever abilities he's using, so as he heals, the spirits will also try to heal him, whatever little bit of healing that they do. Not a lot, but they'll try to do whatever they can. Leo with a bit of a death pack just to give himself a little bit extra help to work with so he can focus in on the most amount of damage. Maestro does go down with a couple of obliterates and strikes. Got himself fire breath, frost breath and everything. It looks like Rest in Hell was trying to see if he could charge to him. I don't even know if he was able to connect with the hunt onto Leo. I think Leo was able to walk away from the hunt completely. Rest in Hell going for the Sigil of Misery. Does get a lockdown onto Leo for just a second. AMS burned by the Death Knight as he's playing it defensively. He's not trying to say engage with the Demon Hunter. He just tried to cleave off a little bit of health from him and then walk away. I don't really know if there's any abilities you might be able to spell steal from Rest in Hell, but you still might be able to go hit him with a Dark Sim to see if anything happens. I think he's trying to see if he can pull Rest in Hell away from the Pillar, but Rest in Hell more or less knows that if he engages too quickly, he could be in trouble. IBF out for Leo. Big burst available. Rest in Hell flying up in the sky. Leo, at least he can do something about this. Dropping out dome, but it doesn't matter. The AMC dome does not keep him alive with Bayek. Gotta be right next, right around the Pillar. Rest in Hell needs to play this very carefully. Next lockdown by the Paladin could be insanely dangerous. He needs to make sure he can dodge the Hodge, be able to lock down to the Bayek. That's going to be huge. Is going to be able to immune the blind, but the stun hits him. Striking to follow. Mad damage to the Bayek with the Shield of Enders. The Paladin is trying to bunker down a little. Still staying a little bit aggressive with a Dawnlight as long as he's able to keep the dot rolling onto the Rest in Hell. Got to be able to put in some serious pressure on him. Bayek, however, is playing at long-range damage gameplay. He's trying to see if he can keep it playing super safe. Rest in Hell is going to have an opportunity for yet another lockdown onto Bayek. He's right now in a good spot. He actually still has those burst combos that he can use pretty regularly. Don't tell me you just stopped your own hunt. No, it looks like the hunt is still on him. Bayek takes huge hits. Leo in hands. Rest in Hell catching up on a lot of that healing. Bayek still melting down to the dots. Unfortunately, going to be a first aid without full immunity out for Rest in Hell. He knows that Dawnlight is not going to feel good whatsoever. He's getting himself the Glade procs that he's looking for. Big Ivy from a distance. Does he have another big combo? Bayek may be looking for a bubble. Might just have to use it here. Does go for the bubble. Actually making sure to save a global just to press that bubble. Rest in Hell needs to be a-okay here. He got Blur coming up very, very soon. He's not going to be able to engage Bayek without a Blur. You have to pre-blur that, but not a Hodge with a full Wake of Ashes, unless Rest in Hell can pick up some healing right here, right now. Metamorphosis maybe will give him that opportunity. Big Blade Dance, stunner to Bayek, the IBM cleaving right through him. Is it going to be enough to kill strike? Oh, but does go in for a final plunge, final lunge at the end with a fell blade and a Sigil of Misery onto Axe. What's his name? Axueshi? Ahueshi? I'm gonna call him Axe. We're gonna call him Rogue. Assassination Rogue named Axe. Got himself the Kingsbane. Rest in Hell tried to see if he can avoid that damage as best possible. He get another cheap shot. Does he go for the Deathmark? Rest in Hell is taking huge bits of damage. That is going to be massive hits out for Axe. Almost died though. Wait a second. He cloaked. You almost died there. He almost died there. That would have been amazing. If he actually would have taken him out right then and there, the warm-up game, it is the warm-up game, to be honest. Axe, however, get hit with a full Void Torrent. It's not going to be a Rift Torrent, unfortunately. Goer's is playing the Archon Priest. He's not playing the Void Weaver Priest. But he just needs one good hit onto Axe and it's over. One big Void Volley and does him in. Is it going to be Curdy or is it going to be Young? It's going to be one of these two casters up next. And it is going to be Curdy, a bit of the Priest v Priest action. He went for like a full blue Mog. Cold Flame. I don't hate it. I think the shoulders kind of matches it said pretty well, by the way. I'm not sure about the helm, but I think I think with the shadow form, making everything look kind of purple, darkish look, right? A little bit of more of a dimmer look for the Mog. I think it kind of matches in a weird way. You almost look like a Frost Mage. Almost like a Frost Mage. He's got himself the big halo. Curdy is the Void Weaver, so he's going to be able to get himself a huge Rift. As long as he can get some damage out for the Rift, that's going to be perfect. Mind Flames are right after. Goer's is going to have to play very defensive. Disperses out immediately, trying to see if he can walk away from the Rift. Standico's still attached to him, the pet from a distance, firing away. Stun onto Curdy as he's still looking for cover. Dark Ascension. Goer's got himself a potential turnaround here. He's going to get a lot of healing from that Halo, so he's feeling pretty confident. I don't know if Curdy actually wants to mess with him right now. That is going to be full Void Torrent. Got himself a quick fear for a second. Goer's still feared for a moment. He got himself a fear of his own for Curdy as well. Goer's just gonna have to use everything he can in order to live Curdy. Second fear should have hit Curdy if he's positioned correctly. No, he does not connect. Void Blast is gonna grow that Rift and it just swallows the other priest up in a black hole void. Holy, that was so good looking. Shadow Crash immediately. Curdy has his Spurs, but like he might just have to press it. If Curdy can save the Spurs and trade the Spurs for like an immunity from Arcath, that would be ideal as a priest. But if he has to just disperse right now without anything, yeah. Now Arcath could essentially, I think, take him out any moment. DH very good. Demon Hunter very good. Yeah, Rest in Hell is incredible looking Demon Hunter, man. He is actually insane. Dude is a monster. Curdy, I don't know if you're going to be able to live this. Great fate to try to dodge an attack by Arcath. Almost goes down, but a lay on hands does barely, narrowly keep him alive. The Frost Orb, however, is going to be able to clip you around the corner with a bit of the Blizzard. Flurries down by Young. Got himself lots of procs. Big Meteor. Arcath could just go down here unless he bubbles it. There goes the bubble. You knew that he was going to have to bubble it. The question was, like, when is he going to use it? I also like his whole Mog, dude. He's got a mushroom hat. He's got a summer attire. He's got a peg leg that he's beating people with. It looks absolutely hilarious. Young does get himself a decent position to work with. He's still got himself Icy Veins here for a second. Trying to see if he can land a Ring of Frost on Arcath. Does not clip him, unfortunately. And Arcath is an okay spot for now. So it's actually, Arcath still does have a Spell Warden, so that's going to be his big advantage here. Is the fact that he can still use Spell Warden. Hand of Freedom is going to be able to instantly spell steal, so Arcath will not be able to engage Young. He's got a bit of that range damage, but he's only can do so much. Wait, if you stun him right now, he can't Spell Warden that. He can't Spell Warden it. Oh yeah, it's over. Oh, it's so over. Yeah, unless you can't break out. With a Blessing of Protection, you could break out of like a physical stun, right? Like a rogue kidney shot. But Spell Warden does not let you break out of a magical stun. So when you have that full freezing stun, the frosty stun, can't stop it. Young having to go for ultra time and a block, unfortunately. So it's going to be in a bit of a weird spot. He's going to cancel that altar, but an immediate sap on this Mushka. It is a sub rogue. Young does have a second block. He could Cold Blood. Definitely not Cold Blood. Cold Snap. And he got himself a decent go to this Mushka, but Cold Snap will need to be used here. I think he's waiting to make sure he could get him for a defensive as well. Try to see if he can go for a bit of an invis. Step by the rogue. Cold Snap it. Zip block. Oh, there it is. I was going to say for a second, you played with fire. Playing with Rogue's Burst and just let it get so close. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. Sap at a Young for a moment. The Mage Wombo combo. It is beautiful. You gotta love the Mage Stun Lock combo. Previously, they needed the Rogue in order to be able to do so, but now, altered immediately. Just try to see if he can survive the Smushka. Right now, the Mage is on just life support, and that's all he can do is just try to live the Smushka with immediate trinket at the end. Last Eviscerate, taking him out. Rest in Hell, catching up a lot of damage for just 2 people that he fought. Like, actually insane amounts of damage. That is a lot, dude. It used to be like 200, like, oh, you used to like, what, take 40, 30 million to take down another player, more or less? Now he's just like 150, I guess, 2? It is crazy. Alrighty, Rest in Hell and Johnny, let me know when you guys are all good. We'll send it again.